The Penguin is a spin-off series of Matt Reeves' Batman movie, and we follow Oswald Cobblepot as he uses the power vacuum left behind by Carmine Falcone to become the new kingpin of Gotham City. I wasn't expecting much from the show, but after watching episode 1, I am eagerly wanting more. Welcome to Haynes for Heroes, I'm Alex Haynes, and if it's a movie or TV show about superheroes, you know I'm all over it. So if you enjoyed this video and you want more like it, go ahead and whack that like and subscribe button, and let's see if we can get this video to 25 likes. Spoilers ahead. Now, my biggest complaint with superhero movies or TV shows that are about the villain is that most of them make it so the villain isn't really much of a villain, but more of an anti-hero. Fortunately, the Penguin doesn't do that. The Penguin is a villain. He's a no-good, lying, murdering mobster, and the series keeps him that way. Yes, there are some things that make him more relatable, but he's still very much a bad guy. This show is about him becoming a big-time crime boss that plagues Batman in the future, so there shouldn't be anything redeemable about him. Like, I greatly appreciate it because it's true to the character, and yeah, I love a good, happy story, but sometimes I wanna see some nitty-gritty gangsta stuff too. In just one episode, the Penguin was able to scratch that villainous itch that's been driving me crazy for years. It's fantastic. One of my favorite things about this episode was the maneuvering of the Penguin's plans, like how he was setting up his eventual rise to power at the expense of the Falcones and other crime families. It's like a chess match of crime. Like, that aspect of gangster movies and TV shows has always been so much fun for me. It's so much fun watching and piecing it all together for me to finally be like, oh, that's what he's doing. And this type of stuff helps make it more believable later on to show that someone like the Penguin can be a legitimate threat to Batman. And Colin Farrell is absolutely killing it as the Penguin. Like, one, the makeup design is incredible. Like, he's legit a completely different person. I read that it takes over 3 hours for them to do all that stuff to his face. Like, dang, kudos to him for being able to sit through that daily. And then once he's actually playing as the Penguin, it's just like watching living art. I love how the Penguin comes off as this tough and emotionally explosive and lightweight dumb henchman, but in reality, and the Penguin mentions this in the episode, he's purposely playing small to make the big people feel safe. He's actually very intelligent. I'll go so far as to say he's a genius when it comes to the criminal underworld. This gives the Penguin more depth than people give him credit for, and it makes him a really entertaining character to watch. He's so unpredictable, but everything he does has a purpose, and I cannot wait to see what he does next. And while many actors in this episode do a great job, I especially have to give a huge shout out to Kristen Milioti, who plays as Sophia Falcone. She's set up to be the main antagonist of this series, and my god, she owns it. On the surface, Sophia is presented as the small, frail, and kind woman, but when she brought up that she was just released from Arkham Asylum, I was like, oh no, that's a bad sign. Milioti does an incredible job of giving Sophia that presence that says, I'm being kind and cordial right now, but any second, I might crash out on you. Like her eyes, the look she gives all the characters is like piercing into their soul. Like, any second she's just gonna start stabbing people, and anytime she's on screen I'm just like so tense because I don't know what this chick's about to do. Besides the Penguin, I think she might be my favorite character going forward. In terms of cons, do I have any? Not really. If I was gonna nitpick, I would say I could use more Batman references, but otherwise it's not a big deal. Now, before I get to the rating of the first episode of The Penguin, let me know down in the comments what theories you have for this season. And at the season finale, we'll get all our theories together and see if we're correct. My theory is that in the season finale, the Penguin is going to become the new kingpin of Gotham City. You know, he's happy, he's on top of the world, yay, I beat everyone. But then in the final scene, Batman's just going to come out of nowhere and just jump him. And it's the Robert Pattinson Batman, so he's gonna beat on Penguin so badly, and it's gonna be lightweight hilarious, but also kinda sad. But that will officially set up the heated rivalry between Batman and the Penguin. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't necessarily want a Penguin series, but now that it's here, I want a lot more. It gave me exactly what I wanted from a show about a villain, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it keeps up the momentum in the coming weeks. With that being said, I'm gonna give The Penguin a 4 out of 5 penguins. It's great. But what did you think of episode 1 of The Penguin? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, click on the boxes right here, and I'll see you in a bit.